and the prisoners never knew what was going to happen to them next.
The Stanford Prison Experiment. Conducted by Dr. Philip Zimbardo in 1971, this world-famous study changed the way psychologists view our perception of power. For 6 days, 24 subjects were thrown into a mock prison, where half were assigned to be prison guards, and the other half, prisoners. It was funny at first because they wore silly hats, but what started as a harmless prank quickly turned violent when guards began to punish, humiliate, and even starve the prisoners. But 50 years later, would these results still stand? We've recreated the Stanford Prison Experiment to find out, replicating the exact conditions of the original study. The only difference? We used one guard and one prisoner, because anything more would have been over budget.
What the experiment is really about is love.
Think about this. Why do you obey a crosswalk signal even when there's no cars driving by? You might think that you're doing the right thing, but what if I told you you were actually reinforcing social compliance? If all of your friends decided they were going to jump off a bridge, would you jump too? I know I wouldn't, but that's mostly because my friends aren't into that sort of thing. Conformity is happening all around us. Psychologically, it's easier to fit in than go against the norm. But when others blindly obey authority without thinking for themselves, bad things can happen. Just take a look at the data. Peer pressure, mob mentality, and authoritative figures can cause us to do things we normally wouldn't. Think about it. Each year, countless bank employees practically give away free money just because they have a gun pointed at their head. There's no doubt society influences the way we speak, act, and even speak. That doesn't mean conformity is always a bad thing. It can be great for fashion trends and conga lines. Oftentimes, our influence over others depends on our own social status. Watch as I ask strangers on this busy street corner to sign my petition. How many signatures do you think I'll get? Hey, would you guys be interested in signing a petition? It'll just take a second. Hey, would you mind signing a petition? Bitch. Hey, do you guys have a second? Come on. 30 minutes passed, and I couldn't get a single signature. Anybody? I guess I'm no salesman. But do you think I'd have more luck if, say, a celebrity joined the cause? Just watch what happens when we plant a Michael Jackson impersonator to sign my petition. Conclusion? Inconclusive. Turns out there are too many variable factors in this experiment to determine an exact result. All of us give in to peer pressure at one point or another, but there's no worse culprit than Greek life. Sororities and fraternities can be a great way for students to buy friends, but things can get dangerous quickly during rush week. This former sorority sister shares her disturbing experience with getting hazed.
I joined sorority my freshman year of college, and every last one of us were hazed. If you were joining a Greek house, you were hazed. They lined us up, blindfolded. They made us touch pig guts. And at one point I had to eat pig guts. They forced me to spell out the Greek letters with pig guts. And that one was kind of fun. The pig guts weren't so bad actually. Like once you got used to them, it was kind of fun to play with them. By the end of the weekend, we were pretty low on pig guts, so we had to start rationing. The girl next to me turned and said, I don't mean to be rude, but I noticed, I think you took more than your fair share of guts. And that rubbed me the wrong way. And I got up and I left. And turns out you could leave the whole time. Overall, it was a great experience.
Jamona, spin, wolfski. With the beam and the back over. Jamona, gotta back it up, good. Gotta be in the game, gotta be in the game. Gotta get it down while you get it down. Well, near the middle. You're walking and you're thinking. You're walking and you're thinking. You're walking while you're thinking. Down.